Hi guys, welcome to my YouTube channel. If you're new here, you're welcome, and if you're a returning subscriber, thank you so much for always stopping by. In today's video, we'll be sewing this beautiful jacket that we drafted the pattern in my previous video. Yes, if you haven't seen the video, please go ahead and see the video. I will link it up here. So without wasting much time, please like this video, comment, subscribe, share, and let's get started. Welcome back guys. So I've went ahead to add facing to all the fabrics that I cut out. So I added facing to everything, both the back and the front. We'll go ahead to cut the lining. We are using a suit lining. So for this middle point for the back and front, I cut this fabric which is halfway towards it. So I'll be completing the whole thing with a lining. So I'll be joining that together. That is for the back, and that is the lining for the other side. That's the lining. So for the front, so I'll be cutting a full lining for this side, and for this other side there will be, if you have enough fabric, you can just cut the same fabric for the middle point for the front. But if you don't have, you can do it the way I'm doing it. As you can see, this is the fabric for this part here. So there's fabric here, and I'll put another fabric from there downward, like from there downward. Then the remaining part I will just replace it with lining. But if you have enough fabric, you can just use fabric for everything. So that is what I did there. So you do the same thing for the side, like for the two sides. There are two. So now the next thing I'll be showing you is my sleeve. This is the sleeve. The sleeve is like a bell sleeve. So this is the flare that I cut out, and the flare is around 18 inches length. Then the roundness at the tip where you'll be joining it to the main sleeve is the exact round measurement for the client. So now let's start joining these pieces together. So you start by joining your main fabric first, and I'm starting with the front. So I'll be joining this to both sides. And as you know that this is a princess dart, so you start from the lower part, that is from the top edge. You join upward to the armhole area. Then you go ahead and join the lining too. So after joining, this is for the back. You will close up the back. It's a jacket, so the opening will be at the front. So this is the back. As you can see, there is water on my fabric. I use water and iron to press this down. As you can see, I opened up my seam too, so that everything can lay flat. So now I'll be joining front and back together, that is the main fabric together and also the lining together. So I'll be joining them by the shoulder alone, just the shoulder area, and also the sides. So after sewing, you go ahead to sew your lining too. You sew them together like the way you sew the main fabric. Then the next thing to do is to sew round, like from the neckline to the side to the lower part to the other side. So just sew with your sewing allowance. Mine is 1/2 inch. Then after sewing, you go ahead and notch every corner that you have. After sewing, this neckline is not straight, so you go ahead and notch every corners. After you are done with that, you keep that aside. Let's move to the sleeve. So for this sleeve, it is a bell sleeve. So what I did here was that at the head of the flare, I gathered it like that to the exact measurement of the person's roundness. So I'll do the same thing too for this big flare that I cut out for the sleeve. So I'll make a gathers like I did for the first one. Then after you are done with making the gathers, you will now use a tiny fabric to turn it. So this my flare is like 14 inches long. Yes, it's 14 inches long. So after I was done with the other flare, so I cut out the exact roundness of the person's sleeve then I'll be turning this just as if we are using a bias to turn something. So you sew it round and then you turn it. So if it is too much, you continue to make gathers until you have the perfect measurement. So after turning, this is what I have. This is what it looks like after turning, and this is the second one too after turning this. So the next thing we'll be doing now is to go ahead and join the sleeve together with your sewing allowance. Then after joining, you fix this bell to it. So this puffy part, you fix it to it. So after you are done, this is our main body. So I'm trying to arrange the armhole area. Then I'll be trimming out the excess that I have there. So I have just little excess there, so I'll just be trimming that out. So after you're done with the trimming, you go ahead to measure your armhole to see if the sleeve will fit in perfectly. Yes, so this is the neckline, and as you know that this neckline is a standing neckline, but it can still form a lapel, like a lapel collar. It can still form a lapel collar. So if you just want that, you fold it down, then you hang on it, it will form a lapel collar. So I'm trying to iron with steam. That is why you can see this sign of water on it. As you can see, the inside of the jacket, it is neat. Like all the sewings, they are inside. So now it is time to fix our sleeve. So this is the sleeve. I've not ironed it yet. So after fixing the sleeve, this is what I have. As you can see how it is, this is what it looks like. And this is the other side too. So the next thing you'll be doing is just to make a buttonhole at the waist area where you'll be attaching the button to close up this jacket. So that is what you'll be attaching, and I'm just trying to arrange this before I do the final ironing. So this is what it looks like. So if you want a sewing tutorial on how to make a pants trouser, it is already on my YouTube channel, so it will be linked up here and it will also be in the description box. If you want to see the full fit of this jacket and pants, please watch till the end and you will see the video towards the end of this video. So thank you so much for watching. If you haven't subscribed to my channel, please do so. Please subscribe, like, comment, share, and I will see you in my next video. Bye.